Hello everyone, it is Toby here, and as you know, if I start the training session off in the flat, it is going to be a public gym session. So I've managed to record my leg day for you guys. It's been a while, really new block. I think it is useful to show you my leg day, and I've actually changed my approach to how I approach and attack leg day to hopefully rehab my knees a bit and strengthen those tendons and just get generally better knees. So I'll go into exactly how I'm doing all of that in a minute, but I just want to say, if you enjoy these training sessions, even the ones in the public gym where I can't film them quite as much as I can in home gym, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it helps out this channel massively. And yeah, let's get into it. So leg day is one of the 2 sessions that I do in the public gym. So I have access to a leg press as well as the other machines. I have a leg curl, leg extension in the home gym, but having a leg press is super useful for building that strength and power in the legs. But obviously the main reason why I do these sessions in the public gym rather than the home gym is because I have a job, and that job is based here rather than where the home gym is at my parents'. So with all of that out of the way, today is a leg day. And in this block, as I've mentioned in the last video, this is sort of the workhorse block. We're trying to get everything strong, a really strong foundation, and sort of rehab any niggling injuries or pains that I have anywhere before we start pushing again towards some really heavy lifts. So with that in mind, the leg day is going to be super simple. We're going to work up to some heavy sets of 3 to 6 on squats, 2 sets. Try and get those top end rep ranges on those, try and get 2 6s and smash those out. Then I go on to the leg press, where in the past I have knee wrapped up, gone super heavy and not quite as deep, in order to try and build that power off the floor for a deadlift, and it really worked, it really carried over well. But now we're in the workhorse block, we are in the sort of rehabbing phase. I'm going to go completely bare knee on the leg press, drop the weight quite considerably, and really focus on letting that leg press squash me, improving the flexibility in my hips and my knees, and building strength in the patella tendons. So that is why the leg press is going to be a bit lighter, a bit more controlled in this block than it has been in the past, but both have absolutely got their merit. And along a similar vein, the accessories that I do for the legs is going to be some leg extensions and some hamstring curls, both of them with bare knees. The leg extensions particularly trying to explode up and take it a little bit lighter, because it is one of those exercises that still bothers my patellas a little bit. So try and build up the strength in those tendons by exploding up. And then the hamstring curls, just go balls to the walls as heavy as I can. No issues in the hamstring, so let's get them really fucking strong. So that is the plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each exercise that I filmed, show you it, and talk about it after, and then we will do a bit of an outro. Just seen the squat. We got 2 sets of 6 reps at 190 kilo, which is a massive weight to get 2 6s at for me. Really comfortable, really smooth. My endurance on squats and just any exercise has been a lot better recently, and that's what we're trying to build, a really nice strong foundation. I use knee wraps on these. Anything more than 6 reps I probably wouldn't use knee wraps, but they provide the most compression on my knees. And where we're still trying to push squats heavy, then it is important to protect the knees. So if we do so with the knee wraps, that is the absolute biggest advantage we have. And annoyingly, the angle at which I film that, because the phone has to be placed on the floor, is very like pointed upwards, so my depth looks horrendous. Trust me, it is not as bad as it looks in the angle from me looking in the mirror and where I filmed it other weeks when it's been propped up on something. It has looked a lot better. Usually I'm able to film it because there's a bench just behind me that I usually put the phone on, but someone was using it for hip thrusts, so I couldn't go ahead and put the phone on it, because it's not really fair to ask someone to move just because I want to record my set. So yeah, really happy with how the squats moved. There was absolutely no complaints from me there. They felt smooth, they felt good, and getting 2 sets of 6 at 190 is really good. The program says 3 to 6, and we're increasing the weight each week, and my goal is to just get 6 every single set, at least for the first set. The second set I'll allow myself to drop the reps, but today I didn't need to. Actually, the second set felt a lot easier, so really pleased with how they felt. Next up is that leg press I was on about. So leg press, I started off at 300 kilo and added another 25 because it was feeling pretty easy. Last week I did the same thing. I started at 275, added another 25 to 300. So hopefully we can keep up that progression each week. Now, normally when I'm wrapped and I've got sleeves on and all of that jazz and I'm going super heavy, I've been up in the high 400s on this leg press. So being in the early 300s is still very, very good with bare knees. Especially as I'm pushing the depth a bit. Annoyingly, this leg press, it's got a very small foot plate, and the seat doesn't lean far back enough as I want, so I can get as deep as I can, which is my thighs against my stomach, but it's not deep enough for what I'd ideally like, but that is just because I can't position my feet in a better way to get that done. So the main thing I'm trying to feel is a stretch in my knees, a stretch in my hips, trying to build that flexibility and that power in that flexible position, so I can hit better depth on squats. I can just be better in that range of motion. So that's exactly what we're trying to do. I bring the leg press right down, explode up. We're not trying to rush it. We're not trying to, smash heavy weights. We're trying to take it light, take it controlled, but still work damn hard. And that's exactly what we did. My legs were shaking after this, so it certainly wasn't an easy pass, but it protected my knees and have made my knees feel a hell of a lot better doing this for 2 weeks now. So that's really, really good. So we're going to move on to the accessories now. So I filmed 1 set of my leg extensions, 1 set of my leg curls. I will talk about them both. Apologies for the angle on these ones. They aren't the best, but it's a very, very busy gym and I can't really distract other people and try and get other people in. So you're going to have to make do. You can see what I'm doing, but it's just not the ideal angle. So apologies for that, but here they are. So, as I mentioned on the leg extension, bare knees again. Usually I've been wearing a knee cuff or knee sleeves on this to protect my knees, but I thought that it was best to lower the weight a little bit and try and build up some strength in those patellas while we're not pushing anything super massively heavy across the board. So it's still really bloody heavy, to be honest. The stack only goes up to 130 and I was doing 107, so we're still up there, but we're just trying to take it a bit more explosive, try and explode up, bring it down, higher reps, 15 reps, Yeah, it's hard work. It's really, really good for getting blood in the quads and around the patella and healing it. Yeah, it's a great accessory. And then the leg curl in a similar vein. I've got no issues with my hamstrings or anything, so I'm able to really fully max this machine out. 3 sets of 10, nice and explosive. Getting the hamstrings absolutely tired and finish off, and my legs after all of that are absolutely fried, absolutely broken, and exactly where they need to be. So that's where the session ends. It's worth mentioning that normally I would have Nordic drops on the end, so a body weight hamstring curl variant sort of thing where you control yourself down and then drop to the floor and push yourself back up for a couple sets of 6. Unfortunately, the area in which the Nordic setup is that I use in that gym was being used for a class, and I was running out of time before I needed to get back to work because I train on my lunch break. So we left it there. But Nordic curls are a fantastic exercise. Nordic drops, Nordic curls, really good and definitely worth doing if you have the time. Unfortunately, today I didn't have the time to squeeze them in, so I just had to leave them out. But that's life. That we just got to get on with it. I pushed hard enough on all the other exercises. I don't feel like I've missed out on too much. But that is my leg day. So I know it's not sort of the orthodox, normal training video that I put out for you guys, but I still think it's important to share my other sessions that I can't film in the home gym in the leg day. And hopefully soon we'll be having another pressing session out where we press in the public gym. But hopefully you guys did still enjoy and found that useful. I certainly enjoyed filming it. I certainly enjoyed doing it. It is one of those sessions where there's nothing flashy, nothing like Instagram worthy, but you're just getting in, getting your head down, getting the work done, and boy, do you feel it a couple days later. There's a reason why my legs are one of my strongest points now. It is because we're hammering it week in, week out. Super, super heavy, and I think you guys should do the same. So if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to go and leave a like down below. If this didn't tickle your pickle for a training session, then be sure to check out some of my other ones where we're in the home gym, and it is a bit more of a normal training session that you see where we do some heavy deadlifts, some heavy log, that sort of thing, all the fun stuff. Please give that a chance before you click off. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to subscribe for more weekly training videos. But that is where I'm going to leave today. I've been Toby, and I will see you in the next video.